Would you give a man $1 just to help him on his feet? Would you give a man $1 so he has some borscht to eat? Would you give a man $1? It would help so very much. Would you give one single dollar to a man down on his luck? What do you think, children? It is my new song. It is something I have been developing for a long time. This song has been in composition for nearly a year now, because I have been studying the musical traditions of the uncultured past, yes? It was times of Great Depression, when people did not have much money. You can see that I have forgotten to shave today on purpose, and I have removed my shirt to cultivate the appearance of poor man. And I would have removed my pants as well, just to complete the image, but my sister, she tell me no. And of course, if I do not do what she tell me to, then she will come in and hit me with frying pan. Yet again. I think she do not fully understand the pain one must go through for this type of creative endeavor, yes? Although, coming to think of it, perhaps the pain of being hit with frying pan could be my new inspiration, yes? I'm hoping to gather more people to form duet or quartet, or perhaps at this point we could go into jaunty part of song, you know. Would you give a man $1 even though he's wearing pants? Would you give a man $1 so he don't get hit with the frying pan? Something like that. I think it could work, yes? I have been inspired recently by songs of the old barbershop quartet type, yes, a sort of thing, you know, hello my baby, hello my darling, hello my ragtime gal. Do you know what ragtime means, children? Because I do not. It is strange. I understand, I know the word rag, and I know the word time, but I put them together, and it does not make any sense in my head. I think perhaps it is rag with the clock printed on it, yes? Rag and time. This could be a useful invention if you were cleaning, for example, and suddenly you needed to know the time. And so, what do? Well, all you have to do is look down at the rag, and there is the time printed on it, just for you to see. It would be very useful. This would need some sort of high technology, though, would it not? It's the sort of technology that only the aliens have. Now, do not get me wrong, children. I do not believe in aliens. I have learned the truth recently from a young man. He is my neighbor's son. He is very, very smart young man. He knows many things. He tells me all sorts of little facts about the world, yes? For example, he tell me that fairies will often go around looking for little things that they might steal and jokes they can play on people. But he tell me that if I take money every day and leave it underneath the rock that is by the road in front of his house, the fairies will accept the gifts, and they will then leave me alone, and in fact they will put blessing on my house to keep it safe. I was skeptical at first, but I think he must be correct, because every day I go and I leave money in that spot, and when I come back the next morning, the money has simply vanished. And ever since I have begun to do this, it occurs to me that my house has had no strange holes appearing in the windows, and also my cat has stopped leaping and attacking her own shadow. The young man, he tells me all sorts of things like this, but he tell me the truth about aliens, people from another world, do not exist. He tells me that the flying saucers that I see sometimes after a particularly potent bowl of borscht, he tell me that they are actually people from Earth, cave people back in very ancient times, who one day were simply blasted into space by enormous volcano explosion, because back then they simply did not know better than to live on volcano. But he told me that they are floating around in space, and over time they create these UFOs for to be able to travel around much better. And now they return here to Earth in order to steal our cows. Now, my neighbor's son tells me that if I were to pay him for materials, he would construct a device that will keep these aliens, these people, away from my cows. But I tell him no, because in fact a long time ago I have actually booby-trapped each and every one of my cows in order to protect from cow thieves, yes? Well, so I tell him no, I do not need this, and he seemed disappointed, honestly. He always seemed to want to help me very much. He is such a nice and well-adjusted young lad, you know? Well, anyways, I hear your parents calling for you, so I think it is time for you to go, little childrens. But in the meantime, I have to get dressed. Why am I not wearing a shirt? Sometimes I do not know where my mind is, little childrens. But anyways, you run along, have a good day. До свидания.